guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets. And this carries into the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled it.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. That's going to set him back 5 yards. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Here's Taylor. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
1st and 10, Eason. Throw left side complete. That's Owens. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And the Colts first down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor, 41 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now right away, he'll look to throw. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A nice gain of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
He was brought down by Anthony.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this is caught at the 20. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Darnold from the red zone now. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Bell. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
At the 16-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
First down.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, Jacob Eason looking for Campbell downfield. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Bell. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 24, Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
4th down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run it with Bell, and he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Le'Veon Bell stopped short of the line to gain, and the Colts are going to take over with a football. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll start with a give to Taylor. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now Eason. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Escaping the pressure. Eason gets hit, and the ball pops free. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. That's caught by Hollister. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Darnold on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Jamison Crowder.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 17-yard line.
Check 24, check 24.
They'll run it with Bell. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll get this underneath to Bell. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the Colts 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Here's Bell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now Darnold on third and goal. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish an inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second down, here's Eason. He'll drop this down to Taylor, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll throw on first down with Eason. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And now it's second down. To throw again, Eason. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Darnold with a throw caught by Perriman. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Darnold to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Hey, ladies. 58, right over there, yeah.
To the air again, Darnold. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
A first down throw, Darnold. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing again is Darnold. That's going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Darnold a sneak. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in, and they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Sam Darnold taking it in. And the Jets have made this a one-score game.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Hey, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Eason on 2nd down. And some room to maneuver. Down the numbers. There he goes. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And that makes it 14-10.
Is good. Makes the score Jets 14, Colts 10. Graham Gano set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Rodgers on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now Taylor. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on an expected passing situation.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun is Eason. That's complete to Marlon Mack. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, 77 yards. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
That's track. 50, 53, check 53. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Darnold from the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down right at
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
gain on the play.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. Got a man. It's Berrios complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. I'm coming after you.
They'll go for it with Bell. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
53, Mike. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Man, 80. Double up. He's coming.
Back to throw, Darnold. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It's 2nd
They've
down.
given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 53 for Mike. 50 and 80.
Here's Darnold. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Braxton Berrios, 28 yards. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. From the gun, Eason. Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
First and 10, Taylor now. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The tackle made by Jordan Willis.
They run once more with Taylor. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Colts.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Indianapolis.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Bell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
Down and 1.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Sean Perriman, incomplete. Malik Hooker on the coverage.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. This from long, very long range. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Indianapolis, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.